Good morning, good morning, good morning. Dr. T here. How are we doing, Evergreen family? Well, it is approaching the most wonderful time of the year. Can you believe it? We are upon the holiday season. We are already past the quarter mark of the school year, the most normal school year we have had in years. Things are up and running. We have a lot of activities going, and I want to go through just some of the upcoming dates, needs, wants, desires, and hopes we have here at Evergreen. So today is Tuesday, but this coming Thursday, this Thursday the 16th, is National Children's Grief Awareness Day. Each year, the school district likes to recognize today. We as a staff, we all wear blue. We ask the students to wear blue as a symbolic gesture of the actual day. Unfortunately, we all know many students have to deal with many varying levels of grief. We do offer a place of solace during this day to come and talk about and actually specifically process. We try not to do too much because sometimes we have found that can actually trigger some students into some heavy emotions, but we do want to acknowledge today. We have resources available. I will be putting those out to the community later today. If you find that you and or your student, grandchild, granddaughter, son, daughter are dealing with grief, that we can get you in contact with some resources either here in the school or in the community. So that is this Thursday. FTO fundraiser this coming Monday. Texas Roadhouse. The FTO is partnered with Texas Roadhouse to do 3 fundraisers throughout the year. I'm a huge fan of the ribs and the rolls, but sometimes I ate too many rolls and have to take the ribs home. So that is this coming Monday, Texas Roadhouse. Part of the proceeds will be donated back to FTO. Then next Tuesday, we have the after school book club. That is 3:30 to 5 p.m. 3:30 to 5 p.m. And then next Wednesday, all the kids are excited. It is smoothie day. If you have not gotten your order in, please make sure you get your order in. It's kind of a big deal here. I know they have multiple flavors, so let's make sure you get that taken care of. So your child is not the one looking kind of sad because they don't have a smoothie. Mind you, next Wednesday is the last day before the holiday break. Thanksgiving is that very next Thursday. That's next Thursday. Can you believe that November has just started, but we are at the break? Next Thursday, students are off Thursday, Friday, and Monday. They do not return to school to that following Tuesday. So Thursday, Friday, and Monday, students are off for the holiday break. Field trip chaperones. The FTO does a marvelous job of coordinating activities for every age group, every class level. However, Ann, we need volunteers. We need volunteers. I cannot tell you how badly we need chaperones. We actually have field trips already set up in May for every grade level, but we need chaperones. The issue is you have to get clearances in order to be able to chaperone. We can't have you show up, the day or two before field trip and say, hey, I'm gonna come in and be a chaperone for the field trip. The district actually does not allow that. You actually have to get clearances. So I wanna make sure I read this correctly. And all this is available on the district website. I did learn last evening, you don't have to go into the district building. You can actually do this with Patty Callenbaugh. And if you go under the volunteer resources and volunteer forms tab, it'll tell you everything you need, and you can coordinate that with Mrs. Callenbaugh via email. But that has to be done in order to be a chaperone, and we need chaperones. The clearances that you would need would be the child abuse, criminal background, TB test, and again, these are all found on the Gateway School District website under the volunteer resources and volunteer forms. Again, if you didn't catch that, we need chaperones. FTO is carrying a heavy load, and we need even greater participation from the parents to help ease that load on them. Speaking of FTO, elections are coming up in March, and we have some officers who have been either on 2-year terms, maybe even longer, and they are exiting their term. So the positions are going to be open and elections are going to be held. please, please, please consider running. As hard as it may not be to believe, FTO is essential to the great many activities that we have here at Evergreen, and we could not have the students participate in as much as they actually do if it was not for the FTO. So I do not want to underscore that. This is essential for the flow and activities of Evergreen. We need officers in place, and again, these positions will be opening. The position descriptions are president, vice president, which is responsible for coordination of assemblies, vice president number 2, which is heading fundraising. Then we have a treasurer. Those roles can be split into 2 if interested. A secretary, that also can be a split role, and then community outreach. So we are looking for parents to become involved. We are looking for parents to be chaperones. We are looking for parents to take leadership positions in FTO. If you have specific questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me, Mr. Mateo, Mrs. Boswick on the FTO. But again, president, vice president 2, treasurer, secretary, community outreach positions, they are going to be open for bids and elections this coming March. And you go, oh, that's months away. But March will be here before you know it, and we have to have clearances completely in place and board approved before you can chaperone the trip. All right, we got that out of the way. Last but not least, celebratory moment. I don't believe that students can learn if they're not present. So it is a big deal to us, attendance. And this past week and a half ago, as we moved into November, we celebrated 32 students who still have perfect attendance. They have not missed a second of instruction. So we greatly encourage high participation and attendance here at Evergreen, and we wanted to celebrate. They all received their certificate and were acknowledged in the building. Each year at the end of the school year, we actually do a nice prize for those who have perfect attendance for the school year. And typically we always end up somewhere between the 5 to 10 student ratio. We are at 32 right now. I'd like to see that number be on 10 to remain or have perfect attendance. I myself actually got perfect attendance in 6th and 8th grade, which was a long time ago, but it was a big deal. I took a great amount of pride in it. So let's continue to show up and show out and do great things here at Evergreen. So stay well, stay healthy. We have 7 school days left. Yeah, 7 school days. Then we have a nice little, 5-day break. And then you sprint toward the Christmas break. So this is that time of year where there's not a lot of 5-day school weeks. So enjoy, and I will talk to you next month. Signing out, Dr. T.